Can I have your head down, please? Good. Good. And let me love you right here. Yeah, right there. Very nice. And I want you right over here. Right here. Let me love you. Oh, yes. What a good girl. Very nice. All right. We're going to run you through your 3 foundations there. Got one of them done. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Very good. And can I have your head down? Very nice. What a good girl. All right. Why don't you go that way? Good girl. Good girl. Drop. Very nice. Very nice. What a good girl. And 1 and 2. Very good. This is just 1 week's worth of training. Awesome. Want to get those ground control really good, because we're going to step up into the surcingle today and lean on her doing our jump-a-joe, which I like to do. I call it jump-a-joe because I'm going to be jumping up and down and desensitizing her to me above her head so we can prepare her for the saddle. And she's doing wonderful with the 5 fundamentals. Let's back her up and back up. That's my girl. And let's go that way. This is a little harder side for her. She is left-eyed, so that right eye, she's not trusting it as well. But that'll come in time. Good job. Look at you. Goodness gracious, what a good girl. And 1 and 2 and 3. Good job. Very good. What a sweet girl. Very nice. Keep going. And a 1 rein stop with an up and over. Very good. Just added some desensitizing. That's what I do every time before I go for a ride. I need your nose right there. Can I get your nose right there? Right there. Oh, very good. She was soft. I released instantly. Very good. Now rub her nose. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. All right, we're going to check that desensitizing. I run through these 5 fundamentals every time I pull a horse out. No matter what's on the agenda for the day, I make sure that I run through those 5 fundamentals, looking for issues. Good girl. Good girl. That's so much better. Yes, very nice. Very good. Very good. My philosophy is you want to get it good on the ground before you can do it under saddle. If you don't have it good on the ground, then you really set yourself up for a horse not paying attention to you when things fall apart under saddle. I want the safest possible situation I can create and manage. Good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. All right. That's very good. Okay. Let's come over this way. I have a list of protocols that every horse must experience before I'll ride, and one of them is crossing poles, front and back. So going forward, oh, and then backing up. Step high, good girl. Good girl, step high. Step high, there you go, good girl. Good girl. Boy, when she first did this, she didn't know where her back end was. Oh, she was freaking out. She couldn't connect her back feet. And this has really helped her connect her back feet and her front feet, bringing her whole body into cooperation. Step forward. Step. Step. Come on, girlie. Good girl. Step. Good girl. Good girl. And the way I teach that is I start with just the jiggle under the chin. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Whoops, step high. Step high. And you can see she still doesn't quite pick up her feet all the way. And I think a lot of that will improve when she has chiropractic. I sense she has a lot of stiffness in her shoulders, stiffness in the sacrum and the hip. She gave birth a couple years ago, so no big surprises she's got some stiffness. She has back spasm, so I'm not going to be riding this horse until she's had her chiropractic adjustment, get rid of the spasm. But in the meantime, we can do surcingle, and I can lay on her because it's broader pressure, as long as I'm not riding her, because I want her to be set up for success. I don't want to get bucked, and a sore back could mean that I could get bucked off. So I'm going to fix that before I actually ride her. But laying on her is okay, desensitizing and preparing her for the saddle, that is just fine. Step high, good girl. Straighten out, good. And step high, step high, step high, good girl, good girl. So as soon as your horse picks up their feet and moves, you need to release your pressure instantly, letting them know they're all right. Good. And I always start by the chin first, the jiggle on the chin, and then I will advance to the jiggle on the lead rope, because a lot of horses are scared at first. They're afraid of the back end. They don't know where it is. And she really struggled with that. So I had to be here at her chin to help her through it. And now she's, oh, I'm not sure about that, so let's try it again. Now I'm going to tip her nose. No. And then back up, back up, back up. Ah, now she's having troubles with it. Back up. Let's try that again. This could be good footage for editing to show the problems. Step forward. Step forward. Good girl. Hope. Good girl. Good job. Back. 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 Step high. Good girl. Good girl. You're all right. Good job. And back up. And step high. Step high. Good job. You can tell she really doesn't pick up her feet well yet. There we go. Good job. And ho. And back. Good girl. Good girl. And back. And back. Good. Good girl. Very good. Very good. That was so good. Very nice. Very nice. And you notice I can point at her bottom when she starts swinging her bottom out. Cluck and point, because taught her to yield her hindquarters with just the point of a finger. Good girl. That's why it's important, those 5 fundamentals, because they can apply to so many things that you're teaching your horse. They really are helpful tools. Good girl. Let me love you for that. What a super girl. Now we got to go the other direction as well. So I'll have her come forward and we'll turn around. Good girl. And back, 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 back. Very good. Very good. And let's go. Come over this way. There you go. And ho. Now back, back, step high. Good. Step high. Step high. Good. Good. And back up. Keep going. Keep going. This really connects her brain to her feet. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. And she's got to trust me. Very good. Very good. This can be really hard the first time your horse tries it. And you just got to help them. Stay at their chin and help them do it and help them do it until they do it. And then you stop and release the moment they lift their foot. And you love them up for that. Good girl. Good, good girl. Let's do a couple more times. Let's go this way. Oh, very nice. Going to the chin, back up. Step high, good. Step high, good. Step back, back. Step high, 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 good. High, high. Oh, I know that's hard. Yeah, you're not picking up your feet very good. And I bet it's because you got sore hips and shoulders and you just aren't able to pick those up real well. Come on. Step forward. That a girl. That a girl. And ho. Good job. Such a good girl. Nice ground manners. Really good ground control. And that took a week. Just a little bit a day. Good job. A little bit every day. Good girl. Good girl. And loving them up. Helping them through it. Good girl. Good girl. The confidence and trust translates under saddle for that safer, bitless ride. Good job. So now I'm going to start my Jump a Joe. Jump up and down. I'm going to get into the shoulder here. I've had horses actually turn around and try to bite me when I did this because it really scared him. Good girl. So I always make sure I've got my lead rope to bump that nose or to get my hand up, back them up if I've got a horse that's aggressive. Good girl. But I get my hands on their body, let them know they're all right. And then I shake, wave. Good girl. Good girl. Because when I go to mount, I'm going to be popping up. I'm going to be bouncing. I want to make sure this isn't an issue for her. Good girl. So I jump a Joe, jump a Joe. I know it seems silly, but it really does pay off. When you go to mount, if you got a horse that's moving on you, or aggressive horse, you want to make sure that they are okay with this. Good girl. Wave. Good. Very good girl. All right, I want you to stand there. Stand. Get the mounting block. Good girl. Good job. Oh, let's smell the mounting block. Yeah, what do you think of that? We'll start on her near side because this is her good side. Good girl. Good girl. Very nice. Very nice. So keep that nose tipped a little bit. I'm going to stand up here. Wave. Good girl. If she was to move, I'd just back her up. Make it my idea that she's moving. Good girl. Love her up. Pat her everywhere. Good girl. Just preparing her. Oh, look at all that dust. Good girl. I'm going to jump a little bit. Jump a Joe. Jump a Joe. Jump a Joe. Very good. Very good. Very nice. Hang over a little bit. Is that a problem for you? You all right with that? What a good girl. What a good girl. Good job. Your withers are starting to show. Yeah, you're finally losing some weight and getting some tone on you, girlie. Yeah. She came a little bit overweight. It's so easy to let that happen. Boy, I remember a time when Paco, my goodness, he was huge one year. I didn't realize it until I saw a picture of him. Oh my goodness, you know, it just happens so slowly. We don't notice it when we're with them every day. But when they show up, I can see right away if they're overweight, you know, because I didn't run around all the time. And she came a little overweight, so she's on a diet. Kind of made her cranky at times. Good girl, jump a Joe, jump a Joe. But I don't want to have to ride a couch. I want to ride a horse. So she's got to get some of this weight off. She's pretty big. Good girl. My vet always told me if you can't see the ribs, then you'd be able to feel them. If you can't feel them, you have to go through tons of layers of fat. That's not healthy. Not good for their feet, not good for their pancreas, overall health, you know. Good girl. Okay, so, what do you think of that? What do you think if I jump up on you? So I'm going to hold that lead rope a little bit. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Very nice. Let me give you a hug for that. That was really nice. Thank you. Thank you for letting me jump up on you. Can I do that again? That was really good. She didn't move. If she had moved, I would have just backed her up, made it my idea. But she moved her feet. But all of this is lining up because I really worked hard on the ground, establishing my leadership and confidence and trust from her in me, in my leadership. And it's paying off. This is why I do all the groundwork. So when I get up to this point, it's a piece of cake. The horse is pretty trusting. Good girl. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. What a good girl. What a good girl. I'm going to love you. I got to hold that rope in case I need to pull that nose. I'm going to pat her on her body. Is there any issues there? Good girl. Pat you. Good girl. Good girl. Wow. You're awesome. A little bit of a quiver lip. She's, oh, that's kind of scary. You pull me. Oh, goodness. What a good girl. Very nice. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to love you up on the other side, okay? What a good girl. If you've done your groundwork, well, this part, transitioning up on the horse, is going to be a lot easier. Take your time. Take your time on the ground. They're freaking out and they're irrational on the ground. They're not ready for you to be laying on them yet. Good girl. If you haven't done your desensitizing and they're freaking out while you're up here, you need to get back on the ground and get your desensitizing down so this is not an issue. Good girl. Oh, you're leaning a little bit. Good job. I'm going to love you up here. Love you up there. Good job. See, I've been doing desensitizing, the flag and sticking the string and all that good stuff. Good girl. All right. So stand. Good. Ground tie's working. Don't even have to put it on the ground anymore. Look at that. What a good girl. What a good girl. So let's make sure the cinch issue is not going to be an issue. Can you step forward for me, please? That a girl. All right. So I like to seesaw to get a horse ready for the cinch. So I will pull the nose just a tiny bit, and I'll seesaw. Good girl. And then I'll squeeze. No bucking, no issues. Good girl. And I'll release. Good. Good. And then a little bit back here. Get her ready for the back cinch. Tip that nose a little bit in case she wants to kick out. Squeeze just gently. Add a little more pressure and then hold. And then release. What a good girl. What a good girl. Oh, what a super girl you are. You're doing great with this. We're going to go right to the surcingle here in just a moment. Can't believe what a good girl you're being. You're awesome. You're so awesome. I'm going to reach under here. From this side. Seesaw. Seesaw. Good. Squeeze. Good. And release. Excellent. Excellent. I like to start with the surcingle for a horse. In the event that the cinching spooks the horse and you didn't get a chance to get that saddle tight enough, the saddle could roll on you. Oh, and then you got to undo all of that because they're freaked out now by the saddle. It's become this monster under them. So I like to start a horse with the surcingle first so they get that feeling of that pressure, of that cinching. And if I didn't quite get it tight enough, it's okay if it rolls. It doesn't make a difference. Usually surcingles don't roll, though, like a saddle will. So let her smell it. Pick up my lead rope, tip her nose, touch her with it, rub her body with it. And at this point, she's pretty well desensitized of all sorts of things. We've really worked on that. Good girl. Tip her nose a little bit. Can I have your nose right here? There you go. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss that up. So I'm going to cinch and then I'm going to release. If she moves her feet, I'm going to hang on to her. I'm going to cinch and hold it. She's not moving, I'll release. Good girl. Good girl. So she knows that she's going to get release. Good girl. Tighten. She feels like she wants to move. I'm going to hold it and release. Good girl. That's very good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and tighten it up. Get it in a hole. Leave it. Now, ask her to walk. See how she does. It's the first time she's ever had a cinch on her body. I need my stick in case something happens. Good girl. You never know if your horse might explode. I should have had my stick. All of a sudden they realize it's on them and they explode. Backing up, sometimes they can explode because it feels weird. I'm going to have lunger. Sometimes they'll explode when they're lunging because now all of a sudden they're turning to the side, it's poking a rib. I never felt that before. Nope, the other way, and you need to get out of my space. There, this is her bad side. Good. Good girl. Very nice. Good job. Good girl. And 1 and 2 and 3. Out of my space. Out of my space. There you go. Good girl. Look at that. First time with a surcingle, with any kind of cinch. That's excellent. What a good girl. Very good. And a 1 rein stop with an up and over. Very good. I kind of got your neck there, didn't I? You can get your nose right here. So this tells me I've done my groundwork well. I covered it well. And she's pretty comfortable with this. Good girl. Good job. So marine bumpers simulate the fenders of a saddle and the legs of a person. And I saw Clinton Anderson do this one time with a horse, and I thought, well, that's really clever. Great idea. So I incorporated his marine bumper use in my program because it really helps. Helps move that horse along that much faster. I'm going to lever with it, rubber with it. Good job. I'm going to love you with it. This is going to love you. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to tap her with it. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. What I do on one side, I got to do on the other. Show her the bumper. See? She's doing so good. All this desensitizing has really paid off. It's paid off big. Excellent. What a good girl. What a good girl. So I'm going to go ahead and snap this one on. Good job. And this one goes on. Now I'll pick up my stick before I move her because sometimes they'll catch the view of that and it'll scare them. Ah, it's on the side of me. What is it? It's a monster. So I'm going to make sure she gets out of my space. I'll get her going on her good side first so she can get used to this. She's going to feel a move. She's going to go, oh, that's weird. Get going. Out of my space. Get going. Out of my space. Oh, that's weird. I know that's weird. And she's like, oh, it's frightening. It's scaring me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Good girl. Get going that way. Good girl. I know. Stay out of my space. So she's carefully, thoughtfully thinking about that. She knows I've never hurt her. She's going, I'm trying to trust you here, but this is kind of scaring me. You're doing good. Just keep encouraging her, appreciating her. Very good girl. You're doing great, honey. You're doing great. Good job, my girl. Good job. That's the way. Very good. I know that feels weird. And let's change direction. 1, 2, 3. Can you go that way now? Go that way. No. That way. I know it's the harder way for you. Go on now. And out of my space. Out of my space. Out of my space. Out of my space. There you go, honey. Oh, it's all right. Oh, it's scary. Oh, scary. You're doing good. Get going that way. You're doing great. Good girl. I know it's weird. You're doing just fine. Good job. Good feeling. Very good feeling. Good girl. And let's pick up a trot. And that can be real scary because then they start bouncing and moving and ooh. No. The other way. No. I said that way. I do mean what I say. Out of my space. Good girl. Look at you. Oh, you're such a big girl now. That way. What a big girl now. Very good. Boy, I want this worked out before I get up there and have my legs flopping on the side there. Good girl. Good girl. And 1 and 2 and 3. Excellent. Very good. There you go. Good girl. She's a little off there. She's just working through an abscess that's come out, but a little bit sore there, so we won't work her very long here. Still a little bit sore in that foot, huh? Out, out. There you go. Good girl. Oh, she's licking and chewing. See that? Excellent. Good job. And a one rein stop with an up and over. And give me that nose. Give me that nose right there. Very good. And I'm going to leave her on that. That was very good. You did an awesome job. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And let me love you for that. Let me give you a big hug. Oh, big hugs. What a good girl. What a good girl. You did an awesome job. You're such a big girl now. You're so brave. Yes, you're so brave. Compared to where she came from, you know, where she was a week ago, my goodness. It's all about confidence and trust. Yeah, and you did awesome. Yeah, you did awesome.